NCAA has blacklisted Kwam from flying in Nigeria for 6 months. The Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, NCAA, says Wasiu Ayinde, the popular Fuji musician known as Kwam, will be blacklisted for 6 months for his conduct at the domestic terminal of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja. Michael Achimogu, the NCAA's Director of Public Affairs and Consumer Protection, announced during a press briefing on Thursday. Part of the statement reads, "What I must assure the general public is that everybody involved in this will be brought to book," Achimogu says. As we speak, the passenger is going to be blacklisted for the next 6 months flying in Nigeria. Aviation rules are made for everybody, for the protection of everybody. These rules are global. There is nothing about the rules that is to antagonize any passenger. So we will do everything we can to get to the root of it. Everybody who needs to be punished or sanctioned will receive justice. A fresh clip has shown how Wasiu Ayinde, the veteran Fuji musician popularly known as Kwam, engaged personnel of ValueJet in an altercation that culminated in the airline breaching safety protocol. The incident occurred on August 5th at the domestic wing of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja. Sources had told the cable that Kwam, who was on board the ValueJet plane, was seen sipping from a flask and was approached by a flight attendant who suspected that the content was alcohol, a substance prohibited on board aircraft in Nigeria. The attendants then asked the musician to give up the flask. Kwam demurred, saying the flask contained a medication prescribed by his doctor. As tempers flared, Kwam reportedly spilled the substance on ValueJet personnel. In the new clip, officials of the airline could be seen asking the Fuji artist to leave the front of the aircraft as the pilot and ground crew prepared for takeoff. Kwam stood in front of the aircraft, moving to block the airplane as the pilot made to steer right and left. On August 6th, footage of the popular musician docking a wing of the plane as the aircraft abruptly taxied on the runway went viral. Meanwhile, the visuals of the captain Oluranti, the ValueJet female pilot who tangled with King of Fuji Music K1, the Ultimate, has surfaced online. Captain Oluranti, fondly known as Rantilicious by her friends and colleagues, is a remarkable Nigerian aviator making waves in the skies. She is the daughter of Senator Felix Kola Ogunwale, who represented Osun Central in the National Assembly from 2003 to 2007. With over a decade of flying experience, Oluranti began her career with Arik Air, where she spent several years honing her skills. She later joined ValueJet, where she continues to excel as one of the airline's top female pilots. Her promotion to full captain came in September 2021 after years of dedication as a first officer. The achievement was celebrated in a formal decoration ceremony led by Arik Air's then Chief Executive Captain Roy Ilebodu, alongside Captain Adetokunbo Adekumbi and Captain Chris Najomo, who now serves as the NCAA Director General. Captain Oluranti is married to fellow pilot Isaac Ogoyi Jr., who also started his career with Arik Air. He has since moved on to Rwanda Air and currently flies for Uganda Airlines. Together, they form an inspiring aviation power couple. In one memorable moment that blended celebrity and aviation, Captain Oluranti once flew with none other than the Fuji music legend K1 The Ultimate, a flight that perfectly captured her poise and professionalism in the cockpit. Well, with the behavior there, what we saw, one would have thought that would have been handled by a man. You know, the way that the aircraft tangled, you would have thought that anger would have come from a man. But incidentally, it's a woman who was the pilot of that plane. What man can do, a woman can do even better. Isn't that what they say? But frankly speaking, I mean, if you look at how the videos we've seen have gone round, the things that we have seen and the things we have heard, one would have thought that it was a guy who would be on that seat. But I didn't think it was going to be a woman. Well, that was really crazy. I've never ever seen a thing like that in my life. I don't know. I mean, these are things you see on bus stops, you know, bus stations, bus terminals. These are the things you see, you know, somebody being aggrieved and they're staying in front of the car or in front of the taxi, not to move because they haven't been listened to or they haven't been answered. But I mean, it almost looks like it's a Molu that guy was trying to stop. It is terrible. Again, like I said, two wrongs don't make a right. All right. I would not say, well, what she did was right. And I would not say what Kwam did was also right. I would say that more than anything else, it was dangerous for them to have flown out the way they did, putting Kwam's life in danger. It is sad, I must say, and I think that celebrities should learn from this. All right, the 6 months ban on Kwam is in order. Celebrities should learn from this, that you are a celebrity doesn't make you, doesn't distance you from the law. I mean, the law is made for everybody. And if you are an indigene or you live in Nigeria, you stay in Nigeria, you must obey that rules and regulations. And then I really don't know why. I mean, it's basics. Nobody ever takes liquids up in the sky. Nobody ever does it. If you have to take liquid up in the sky, you just have to sign it, sign it in. Nobody ever takes liquid into the sky aboard a plane. But it's so unfortunate that this has happened. But I think that Kwam should learn from this. I think he should appeal, go to courts, appeal it, and hopefully his right to fly is restored. But then again, I would say that the lady pilot was also wrong, because trust me, that guy would have died. I mean, by now we'll be talking about flying him away, into another country for some sort of checkup. Did you see the speed that's wing came? Did you see the speed? That speed was unbelievable. Was stunning. I mean, I was scared for him. I was scared for him. But again, I think when things like this happen, everybody must have to learn a lesson or two. And I'm sure that Kwam must have learned his lessons. And of course, the pilot, who happens to be this very beautiful lady, must have also learned her lessons. Tell me what you think. I'd love to hear from you as always. Take care.
You don't like though. Boss. You don't end there. Hold on. Saka never remove this, Sako! Let's go. It's moving already.
What I like the answer.